YouTube, Thunder Diesel here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to BeamNG Drive. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Freedom Overload here at McFarland Racing. And well, today, I thought I'd do something a little different, a little role-play-y. Today, we're going to start up and do some little tests on some of the burnout rigs that we have lined up here. Now, obviously, a lot of them not very accurate because, well, as most of you will know, BeamNG has just indeed updated to 0.28, so a lot of my engines and mods have indeed broken. And you will see that there are a few cars missing and one or two that aren't exactly in the fleet, but I figured let's just add a few extra vehicles because why not? So we're just going to quickly go through the list of vehicles that I do have parked here. Obviously, we have the wannabe mystery machine, which has the 13B rotary engine in it. We have a 426, I think, Miata. It's a V8 of some sort. Definitely not accurate to the Miata on Cletus McFarland's channel, but it's good enough for me. We have the OG Neighbor. For those of you that have been following Cletus McFarland for many years, well, you will know that Neighbor was originally indeed just plain white. So there is a Freedom security skin for the Grand Marshal, but sadly no one has made a skin for a Crown Vic that I am aware of. There is a guy working on one, but he obviously has real life obligations and has not finished it. So one day we may be graced with that skin, but for now we just have the OG Neighbor with working lights and siren. Here we have the Ford Cobra. Again, it's probably not accurate or the right car for, I think it was Chad's Mustang, I can't remember, one of the Mustangs. The wannabe Killer B. Sadly, I could not get an engine that has a big massive blower, but this engine will do for what we want, and it's obviously the wrong model of Camaro. And here we have a Ford Fairlane, I believe, which has got some sort of V8 with a stage 4 blower and whatnot on it. And the newest burnout vehicle, again, not exactly accurate, but this is a Ford Fairmont wagon. That is, what's his name's new burnout car? I can't remember his name. I watch the channel every single day. You'd think I remember all their names, but Ty, I think it's Ty, if I'm correct. Probably not. But, you know what? I'm actually going to go and quickly check, because I want to know. Zach, that's it. Zach. His name completely skipped my mind, but yes, this is supposed to be Zach's new burnout car. If you are not new to my channel, you will know that RYL Bangers has made multiple Cletus McFarland drag car mods such as Mullet, Ruby, Leroy, and McFlurry. He has indeed just released Toast, the Camaro burnout car. Sadly, I do not have his Patreon at the moment, so I do not have that vehicle on hand, otherwise it would be here in the fleet. That will be coming on Monday, and there will be a video being released on that car from me on Monday when I get that car. So, enough talking, let's get into starting some of these vehicles up and doing some burnouts out here in the shop parking lot. We're going to start off with the rotary van. Let me just turn this volume down because it's very loud and you will not be able to hear me over the vehicles. So like I said, this thing has the 13B rotary engine. It is very loud. I can't even hear myself think right now, so I'm actually going to turn my headphone volume down so I can hear myself think and I'm not yelling. Let's go ahead and pull this out and do a little test burnout on this thing. Whoop, doesn't like fourth gear. No, it really doesn't like fourth gear. Obviously I need to change the rear gearing in this and put a better radiator in it because it is overheating very quickly. But yeah, I haven't really done anything to these vehicles. I've just spawned them up more or less to quickly put out this quick video because I have been slacking over the last week or so on content. I haven't put anything out in a few days. So I figured let's do a little Cletus McFarlane themed video and test out some burnout cars because hell yeah, brother. Right, so that is the mystery machine. Well, the BeamNG wannabe mystery machine, the Curiosity Caravan. So now let's go ahead. I actually have not even started or driven the Miata, so this shall be very interesting to see what it sounds like and how it drives. It is indeed an automatic, so no clutch required. Okay, it just sounds like your regular Gavril engine. Oh. Again, I'm hoping in the future one day someone will make skins for all of the burnout cars. Like, there is a skin for Jack Stan Jimmy's White Trash. I would have White Trash spawned up, but currently the mod for it is broken due to the latest update, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to wait for that to be updated again. And this particular Miata mod doesn't have many good engines because I've more or less just gone through and removed a lot of my engine mods because a lot of them were indeed broken. Oh, try not to hit the building. That was close. But yeah, just working with what we have to work with. It is still leaps and bounds over what we had many years ago when this game was still fairly new. It's going to take me a couple tries to get this thing back in here. And I'm mostly upset about old Project Neighbor here because I had an engine that was more or less accurate to what was in old Neighbor here, which most of you who are Cletus McFarlane fans will know. He recently just blew up the engine in this. So we're just sitting here patiently waiting to see what engine he's going to end up throwing into the Crown Victoria project. I believe it was a GT500 engine that was originally in Neighbor. Correct me if I'm wrong, it's been many years. But we're going to go ahead and start this bad girl up and do some burnouts. The engine that is in this right now does sound very good. It is a modular. Better have a look before I start getting things wrong. Yeah, modular 4.6 V8 V2 sound. These two here come original to the mod. This is an add-on from the BeamNG repo, I do believe. And it sounds a lot better than the original, so I went with that, just try and get a bit of a unique sound. Whoop, stalled it. This car does not like reverse. That's for sure. Now, I haven't tried to do any burnouts in this either, so I'm hoping it will do third and fourth, but we shall see. Okay, it doesn't want a brake stand. But it will send it in fourth gear. I think it's only making 40 something pounds of boost at the moment. And a lot of these, turn that off. Like I said, all these cars are running stock radiators because I haven't gone through and, well, put normal radiators in. After this video, I'm going to sit here, go through them and make them the best they can be and save them as a config because it's just becoming a bit of a pain needing to build all these cars over and over again. So if I save the configs whenever I feel like doing a burnout video or Cletus McFarlane style videos, well, I just have the configs here and ready to go. So we'll reset that just so it stops smoking and we'll put it back. And we'll move on to the next vehicle, which I believe is the Ford Cobra. And yes, it is indeed the Ford Cobra. Alright, so we'll put this back. I keep stalling it in reverse because it really does not like reverse. Try not to hit the Miata in the process. Oh, come on. This thing needs a lot of throttle input for reverse for some reason, and I do not like it. Oops, hit the wall, that's alright. Right, park that there, and we'll move on to the Mustang Cobra, which I believe has a 5 point... Where's the engine? 5.4 Cobra R engine, and it is running an 18M112 supercharger. I don't know if that's a real life supercharger or not, but that's what it's called in game, so yeah. I think this is a manual as well, yes. See if I can get this out in one shot. Oh, okay. Nice. Now, let's see if she will rip in third. Oh yeah, not a problem. Not a fan of fourth. No, not a fan of fourth at all. This one is not overheating. I quite enjoy this Cobra. It tips in and just spins so effortlessly. So now we will try Killer B, see what that's like. Almost got it in one try. That's what she said. Alright. Now, let's try Killer B and see what it will do. For the engine that is in this, it is a very nice engine model, that's for sure. I believe it is an LSX engine. A quick squeeze. Naturally aspirated V8 engine. Okay, I thought it was an LSX. That's right, the LSX was in the Miata. But this is naturally aspirated apparently, but I could have sworn. Okay, well, if it's naturally aspirated, it's naturally aspirated. It sounds very nice though for a naturally aspirated engine. Obviously, not an accurate model. It's the actual Killer Bee, because I didn't have the right rims, the right model of Corvette, Camaro, not Corvette, Camaro, or the right engine, but it is good enough for what I'm wanting to do. It's got the stocky rear wheels on it for better burnouts and less friction. Let's see if this will do fourth gear burnout, which it should. It doesn't like the brake stand. And sadly, this one does also indeed overheat. So it's probably got a stock radiator in it. So now we will try out the Ford Fairlane. See how that goes. That's probably going to overheat too, just for the pure fact that it's got a stage 4 supercharger in it and probably a stock radiator. Whoops. Talk about torque, it just pushes through the brakes. Tried to stall it out. We'll put the parking brake on and do it. Wow. Okay, I'll turn it off like a normal car. Alright, so let's try out the old Ford Fairlane here. Got stocky rear wheels, and I believe those are ETK wheels. I think. Oh no, I think they are the wheels from the Bastion. I think. Can't exactly remember, I just threw anything on that looked half decent. It's still got the stock blue interior. The car spawned blue, but I changed it to a two-tone white and black and never changed the interior color, but that's alright. If it skids, no one cares about what the interior looks like. Whoop. Scraped the wall a little. Now I think this thing's pushing like 40 psi as well, boost, but we shall see. See if it'll hit a fourth gear burnout. Oh yeah, effortlessly. But it does overheat instantly, sadly. Like I said, after I record this video and upload it, I'm going to have to go through and see what radiators are in everything and if I can put better radiators in them so that does not happen. So now let's try out the wagon. The wagon, I know for a fact, is running nitrous. Try to make it a little realistic to the actual, to Zach's actual burnout car, because they put nitrous on it. If I can get this in without hitting Killer B. Alright. Now let's try this thing out. I quite like this wagon. The only thing that kind of bothers me is the engine that's in it doesn't have a model. So there's like no engine model in there. Let's just have a quick look see. Yeah, it's got the 302 Windsor. It's got a 5-litre Coyote swap which has the engine model, but I figured we'd go for a slightly more realistic type engine. Naturally aspirated, of course, with the 250 kilowatt shot of nitrous, whatever that is in horsepower. Do not ask me. And we have an automatic transmission, which is fine by me. Just the fun part is going to be actually getting this thing out because it is massive and the turning circle is absolutely horrendous. Because this is supposed to be a drag car by 1320 Industries on Patreon, but I've kind of repurposed it into a burnout car because why not? Well, kind of clipping through the wall there a little. I don't know if that's a mod issue or the game issue. Oh, we got her out. Nitrous is activated. Man, the turning circle on this thing is horrid. Alright, let's see if she'll rip in fourth. Oh, that's right, it's an automatic. Does indeed rip though. So I might have to put a manual transmission in this thing and do some rear gear work to a few of the vehicles, as I said, because, well, third gear burnouts is just weak. But yeah, I figured I'd just put out this random little video just to see what y'all think, and considering I've been a bit slack, and like I said, come Monday, I can't speak. Come Monday for us Australians, which will still be Sunday evening for everyone there, I will purchase RYL Banger's Patreon again so I can get toast, and you can definitely expect another video Sunday evening, early Monday morning for you Americans. On toast and probably most of these vehicles, I will do a burnout style video again. I've done a couple now, and you'll seem to really like those kind of videos and things like that. So yeah, if you liked this video, please leave your comments on what you think I should do to some of these vehicles, or what vehicles you think I should build for burnout vehicles. I'm always willing to hear public opinion or public suggestions on what I should do or build. So yeah, please leave your comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and hit the little notification bell so you know whenever I upload. So until next time, the Thunder Diesel out.